Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And I don't know if I sound different or what. I've been a little bit sick for the last couple of days. But people said, this is not Rich in the comment section. It's absolutely me. Maybe I do sound a little bit different. I don't know. But we're looking at XRP on the one-day chart, sitting here just under 53 cents. And there was really no price movement for XRP today. We're fluctuating within a penny, just waiting for that massive breakout to happen. This is what you got to go through to get to the exciting times. And you know, right now, every single person that does the charts is saying the same thing. Expert trader forecast XRP price will melt faces when it hits $120. And they're all saying that it looks like we're following the 2017 bull run. Now, I personally believe it's going to be a tough road to 3 digits, because a lot of people are going to be selling off at different price points. You know, once XRP achieves a new all-time high, there will be people selling. $10, people selling. $20, people selling, and so on. Now, what could be a catalyst that really pushes the price of XRP during this cycle? Ripple's new RLUSD. I think that's going to bring a lot of value to XRP. Now, there's another whole group of people that think that the SEC is going to come out and say that they decided to not appeal the judge's decision. I don't think that's going to happen, because I think Gary thinks $125 million was too cheap. I think they want to try to get at least $1 billion out of Ripple. But this is crypto. Anything can happen. David Schwartz says, it's not up to me. It's a consensus decision. But I have personally never felt that we should use fees to try to increase XRP's scarcity. In my opinion, the ledger belongs to and should serve those who use it, not those who hold XRP for passive gain. But smart contracts may result in transaction fees going up anyway. Now, they're going to add smart contracts to the XRP ledger in 2025. They originally had a plan for smart contracts. It was called Codius. That's what I talked about in that video yesterday. And I think now it's easier to add smart contracts to the XRP ledger, because Ripple already established a lot of connections to a lot of banks, a lot of partnerships. Back in 2015, they were still trying to get their foot in the door. They were going door to door selling their software to banks. So I think they're better positioned now for smart contracts, and I think they still want to go after that derivatives market. I think that's what adding smart contracts is all about at this point. Smoke says, if the price of XRP were to appreciate significantly to the point where sending transactions become very costly for normal users, there is a mechanism in place to lower or raise transaction fees by a supermajority vote of server operators. Ripple has prepared for the significant price rise in XRP by implementing a mechanism like this. This could be what David was referring to. So why would Ripple put anything in place if Ripple didn't think the price of XRP was going to rise significantly at some point in the future? I think we're going to see a price surge on XRP at some point. It could come with ISO 222. I said the same thing about the other ISO cryptocurrencies, because they're so undervalued right now. If you look at any one of them, They're way undervalued for what they are tied in with. In other words, they're moving the world's money, but they're sitting at such a cheap price. And that surge has to happen because eventually, once you get adoption by institutions and once you get more adoption by all these banks and XRP and XLM and XDC and the rest of these ISO cryptocurrencies go live on all these rails, the price will surge very fast. That's why I think Ripple had to put something in place early on. People who believe stablecoins will take over the role of XRP on the XRP ledger as a bridge asset should know that XRP has a structural advantage on the XRP ledger. Once again, David Schwartz says, only XRP can be used to pay transaction fees on the XRP ledger. Everyone who transacts must have XRP to pay those fees. XRP is the only asset that every account can hold and that has no counterparty or jurisdiction and cannot be frozen or clawed back. XRP has structural advantages on the XRP ledger due to features like auto bridging. So, think about all these banks transacting with each other. Even countries transacting in CBDC, they still have to have XRP to pay those fees. That's why XRP is going to be locked away in massive liquidity pools. And that's going to skyrocket the price of XRP based on supply and demand. United Nations confirms Ripple and Stellar's role in the new financial system. This clip is from a webinar hosted by the United Nations Capital Development Fund. Take a listen to this.
All of the existing networks. And this is kind of what it would look like. It's not a new system, but it connects existing systems. So no matter whether it is incumbents like Swift, Visa, MasterCard, or some of the newer networks like Ripple, Stellar, Celo, a payment should be able to go from one to another. So we see this happening in 3 phases. The first is account addressing. So this is a global directory that would allow you to address a payment in the same way you have an email address. The second is tokenized compliance, reducing or rather finding efficiencies in compliance to reduce the cost. And the third is real-time settlement of funds.
So you see how they already plan to use XRP and XLM for clearing and settlement. And he said it's not a new system. All it is connecting to the already existing system, like an upgrade to the plumbing inside the existing system. And that is the path forward for both XRP and XLM. And this has been put in place over time. Everybody thinks it's so easy to say, well, they're just going to come up with their own system. Do you realize how much time it took just to get XRP and XLM positioned to where they are right now? It took a decade. That's why there's not going to be an alternative to XRP. These rails have been getting set up over the course of the last 10 years. Cardano creator reacts to SEC appeal. You are ready to replace Howey with the Ripple test. So all of a sudden, Charles, he seems to be back on Earth once again. There for a while, he was way out there. But he's right. The Howey test is way outdated. Back then, they didn't even know crypto was going to exist in the future. We need something new. And the Ripple test can be what replaces the Howey test. And you could see it already coming. Maybe this was all part of the plan from day one. Maybe this is why Ripple had to battle it out with the SEC for the last 3+ years. We definitely need newer laws, newer regulations going forward. You can't rely on something that is 78 years old. to judge crypto in the right way, judge technology in the right way. Crypto.com sues the SEC after receiving a Wells notice from the agency. Our decision to sue the SEC follows our receipt of a Wells notice from the commission staff, illustrating that the SEC's unauthorized and unjust regulation by enforcement campaign continues despite bipartisan indications that the next administration will take a more constructive and effective approach to advancing crypto in the United States. You know what I noticed? There's a trend now. All of these crypto companies that are getting ready to battle it out with the SEC, they're fighting back against the SEC, hoping that a new administration takes place after November. Because this way, maybe we get a better path forward for crypto. Maybe we get an administration that wants innovation to strive and grow here in the United States. Maybe the U.S. will emerge as a crypto hub under a new administration. And I think that's what everyone is betting on right now. This comes from Eleanor Tourette. Canary Capital has officially filed an S1 with the SEC Gov for an XRP ETF. Now, Canary is also doing things with Hedera. So is an HBAR ETF about to come soon as well. But we knew this was going to happen. I'm not a fan of ETFs. I think these people should just hold the actual asset. But I get it. If it adds value to XRP, then I'm all for it. Hopefully, this will add a lot of value to the price of XRP. Ripple put this out earlier today. We're pleased to announce that Ripple has been named a platinum winner in Best Cross-Border Payments Platform by Juniper Research's Future Digital Awards for FinTech and Payments in 2024. You take notice, Ripple continues to win award after award when it comes to cross-border payments. And I think now that smart contracts are going to come to the XRP ledger starting next year, that's going to be huge because that will get Ripple back into the derivatives market. That was the only piece of the puzzle missing when it comes to the derivatives market. That could lead to a very high priced XRP. And that's why I'm so excited about that. But you know, as we sit here and look at XRP, sitting just under 53 cents. It's hard to fathom what is about to happen, but we are going to go into alt season. If you follow the timeline, right, everybody thinks by the end of the year, XRP will achieve a new all-time high. Well, here's XRP back in December of 2017. It already started to have a run-up. And by the time we hit January of 2018, that's when we achieved that all-time high of $3.84. So there's a good chance XRP will be above a new all-time high by December of this year. And that'll give us a better idea if we're going to see a run like 2017 into 2018. You can't really look at 2021. There was too many things holding XRP back in that cycle. You know, I remember that time. It was hard as an XRP holder. You know, I remember December of 2020, and people back then, they were selling left and right. People were exiting crypto for good, saying, oh, I'm never coming back to crypto. I can't believe this happened. And they were selling at a loss. But the only way you really lost money back then was if you sold. And the same thing is happening right now. People keep saying, I lost so much money with XRP. How did you lose money? If you're still holding it, you're about to make a shit ton of money. The only way you lose is if you sell. If you continue to hold it, you will get life-changing money. But until it all happens, you also got to stay patient and stay positive so we can get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.